Hey, Alex here with the Investment Dominator team, and I'm super excited to announce the latest update to the system, which is that we completely revamped the task and team management sections of the Investment Dominator. So we've got some really cool new features. We also made some layout changes that I want to go over in this video, show you that we moved some items around to make it a little bit more easy, a little bit more user-friendly for you and your team to navigate the different options. And overall, I think you're going to find these updates to be really helpful to you and your team, help you stay on track, and eventually do more deals and scale your business, which is exactly what this system is about. So we've got a lot to cover in this video, so let's get started. So when you log into your new system, you'll see this system announcement here. Go ahead and review it. There's some articles linked in the announcement itself. This is going to have a lot more detailed information than I'm going to cover in this video right here. So check out those user guide articles. Once you've had a chance to review this, go ahead and click the OK Got It button to close out the system alert. Alright, so the first update you're going to notice is if you actually scroll down on the dashboard of your Investment Dominator, this is the main dashboard, you're going to notice a new task calendar. Now, we had a task calendar in the previous version of the Investment Dominator, but it doesn't look quite like this. So you're going to notice some changes here. Number one is the way that the items on the calendar are displayed. These are tasks in the system, and they're color-coded according to the records that they're attached to. The orange color-coded items are related to the marketing leads, and purple are related to your notes or owner-financed records in your system. Blue is houses, and the other thing you're going to notice is we've got some profile pictures that are attached to these calendar items, and those are of the team members, users on your team that are loaded in your system there that are attached to those tasks. Which is another feature that I want to mention is under profile, under the My Profile area, you can actually set a profile image now. So you just select one here. I'm just going to select this for now, and you can actually just crop around it, click confirm. This is going to update your profile picture, and you're going to click update to save that change. And now your profile picture is set. Again, this profile picture is used on the calendar view. You can easily see at a quick glance who's attached to that task. All right, second thing about this calendar is you can actually move items. So you can actually move a task from, let's say, Friday to Saturday, and this will give you a message here to confirm that move. You click yes, move, and that's going to update that task on the calendar accordingly. All right, the other thing you're going to notice about this calendar is the calendar items are going to show a progress bar. This progress bar has to do with another new feature of this update, which is a task can now include a checklist of items. So for example, here's a sample task here. We're going to this task is about contacting a lead, and if you scroll down to the checklist section here, you can see that there's different checklist items here. So the first item is contact lead. The second one is to check other similar leads. And you notice that when these are checked or unchecked, if you hit update task, it's going to update the progress or what the progress displays for that task. So you can, for example, you can see here now under contact lead, only one is selected and the progress is 33%. Now this percentage here, you can actually, this has to do with the weight of each checklist item, and you can actually control if certain items, checklist items, are weighted higher than others. Now in this case, weighting a checklist item refers to the priority of it. If one item is a higher priority over another item, you're going to want to weight that higher than another item. And that's kind of how that works. Again, as your team checks off these checklist items, it's going to update the progress. And then on the calendar view, you're going to see a quick overview of all your tasks and their, what progress and how your team is progressing through those tasks. All right, another cool feature of this new update is if you go under tasks and reports, this is a brand new section, you're going to see that you can have access to interactive reports. These reports are interactive in the sense of you can see these different options at the top here that you can actually filter down the data. So by today, this week, this month, this quarter, and it all updates in real time. And you can actually even choose a custom date range under the date range option. The other cool thing about this feature is when you hover over this report, it's interactive also in the sense of if you click on that item, it's going to load the records that are associated with that report. So you can dive a little bit deeper into the report. And so that's going to be super helpful, I think, for everyone. Now, each screen also has this new keyword search. So if you go over under the Land tab, you'll notice that keyword search looks a little different. Notice also that the advanced search that used to be in this area right here, it moved below the search bar here. So that, again, that's a little bit of a layout change. We didn't remove any options. We did move some around. And I'm going to show you a couple more of those changes here that we did in a few minutes. Under houses, you've got the new keyword search as well. Under marketing, you can also do the keyword search. And under notes, we also have the keyword search. So let's go back to the land dashboard real quick, and I want to show you a couple new updates and a couple of things that we moved around. So if you remember from the previous version, if you wanted to, let's say, update the status of a few records, the other thing that's new is you'll see that this view section is new. So this is actually a pretty cool new feature. Is if you have been using the Investment Dominator for a while now, you'll be familiar with this view right here. This is called the list view, and it was the only view that we had up until this update. So in this update, we've added a card view. Now the card view is pretty cool. You just click on this icon right here and it loads the card view. And this is a more visual representation of your records. This is a great view if you've got a team member that's only working a few records. It's easier to move the records through the deal flow under this card view. So you can drag and drop these records from one status to another. And notice that the columns are your statuses, are your record statuses, and above that are your stages. So you can see this, we're looking at the prospect stage, and within the prospect stage there's two columns. One is the prospect status, the other one is the mailed letter 1 status, and you can move records between these statuses. Also note that in the card view there's a lot of columns that need to be displayed, so you're going to have to click the scroll button in a lot of cases to move through your records. So we have these little scroll options, and especially if you have a lot of custom statuses set up, you're going to have to scroll a little bit further along to view all of your status columns. All right, but this should be a really cool view. Now, every section, so the house section is going to have the list view and the card view now. The marketing section is going to have a list view and a card view now. The notes section is going to have a list view and a card view section now. Now tasks is going to actually have a third view. You'll notice here that we've got a list view, which looks like this. This is what a lot of you are familiar with if you've been using the Investment Dominator. Then we've got the new card view for tasks, and we've got a calendar view, which is the same type of view that's shown on the main dashboard. But again, this is just under the task section itself. So the task dashboard section is really the only section in the system that has the calendar view right now. All the other areas of the system, they have the list and card views. Another thing that's kind of an update here, but again, this is more of just a layout change. It used to be that campaigns was a little link kind of in this same area, but it just looked a little different. Just notice that the campaigns now is a button. Reports also used to be a link in this area as well, and that's now a button. On each of the screens, you're going to see those kind of standard buttons now. Campaigns is only unique to land and houses and marketing. but reports are on each of these screens. So check those out. We're trying to standardize the navigation and make updates that are going to allow for more tools and more options in the future. That was one of the reasons why we moved the actions under this actions drop down versus having them display at the top of the table, because this allows us to add more actions in the future, which we definitely plan on doing, and this layout is a little bit better for that. Last but not least, you'll notice that under customize, you got some more options. You've got team settings, and this is where you can set up both a custom role. This is a new option in the system, is setting up a custom role. So for example, if you want to set up a marketing role with a certain set of permissions, if you want to set up a call center rep role, you can do that under this section. You can also set up teams. You can set up a marketing team. You can set up a customer service team. And these are groupings of users. So again, this this update has to do with team management. And I think you're going to find these new features to be very helpful. They're going to save you a lot of time. And again, refer to the user guide to get the details on this. In this video, I want to just point out all these new features kind of in a quick overview. Okay, last but not least, I want to cover task templates. This is a really cool concept here. The other thing I want to mention real quick in terms of wizards, you'll notice if you hover over the task menu, we have a wizard called Add Task. This is going to walk you through creating a single task, just a one task. So this just makes it easier for you to create a task. Again, we always had the ability, even in the older version, to create tasks, but the Add Task wizard is going to really walk you step by step through a series of questions on creating a task. And this should clear up a lot of questions you might have had in the past about how to create a task properly, how to assign it, how to create alerts. Speaking of alerts, by the way, that's another update. We had in our previous version only the option to get system alerts, meaning you had to be logged into the system to get the alert that the task was due. In this new version, you'll notice that we have text alerts that you can set, SMS text alerts, and also email alerts. So again, you have more options to notify your team members. Again, all these changes, we got a lot of changes here, super excited about them, but they're all really designed, number one, the feedback that users just like yourself have sent us through the help section under the suggest a feature section. And so we're super excited to roll these out. They were long been requested. The team has been working super hard on getting these out to you guys. So check these out. I hope you find them to be super useful. And they help you grow your land business, your house investing business, improve your marketing, help your team stay on track, and really help you scale your investment business to accomplish the goals that you've set out to do. Again, Alex here with the Investment Dominator team. If you have any questions about this update or our user guide articles regarding this, number one, reach out to us. Click on the help tab. Open up a ticket. We're happy to help. We're here to help. The other thing is under the help tab, remember we have weekly training sessions, free sessions. We have a Q&A session every Thursday. This is live. You can ask your questions live. And on Mondays, we have an onboarding session that happens where you can get like kind of your basic setup questions if you're new to the system. So make sure you join those free online classes that happen every single week. Check out our user guide. But again, if you have any questions, need help with anything, send us a support ticket under the help section and our team will be happy to help you. Have a great day.